can't get my hands around Minnesota. I can't get my hands around them. I haven't been able to all year.
I thought they were going to be much better.
So did I. I like their coach. I like their GM. Their playmakers on offense are good. Justin Jefferson's been unbelievable. The rookie receiver from LSU. I just totally whiffed on the Vikings. Joy Taylor with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
Well, this Jets win Sunday has made things very complicated for everyone. The Jaguars are now in position to get the number 1 pick and draft Trevor Lawrence. Head coach Doug Marrone is not thinking about that possibility just yet. He said the team is only focused on winning.
We're trying to win. I mean, we're doing everything we possibly can, and that's my job right now, and I owe it to the coaches and players. None of us are going to look at this in the future. I mean, no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Never mind, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the year. But I do understand the question and appreciate it, but that's not the way we think. Myself, players, we're just too competitive.
He's right. He's not telling any lies. He's not concerned about that right now. They just want to go out there and play. That's what coaches and players do. It's up to front offices to figure out how to tank. Their remaining schedule and the Jets' remaining schedule is interesting, though. So the Jags have the Bears and the Colts.
Those feel like those teams are playing for something.
They're playing for something, and they're playing better.
Yes, that's good. So what do the Jets play?
Jets play the Browns, and then they're at the Patriots.
See,
Anything is possible.
Well, Browns would beat the Jets, but this is where New England goes with Jarrett Stidham.
It's totally possible. Now, it was your theory, but the Jets went ahead and won.
I think Jag's going to draft first. That's tough.
It's going to end up being the
To your
Jags.
point, the Colts and the Bears are not only better in playing, but to your point, they're both playing their best football of the season.
Yes. So this is the current draft order. Jags at the top. Jets number 2. Bengals 3. Panthers 4. Falcons 5.
Now, Panthers are going to draft a quarterback, right?
I don't know. I would think so, but you have to. I think in that situation, you really have to love the guy.
Well, I think the Trey Lance guy that we're not talking about now, because we're now into the Zach Wilson from BYU, I still think Trey Lance, when I look at his video on YouTube, because I don't watch him play, I don't think he's played this year. If you watch his YouTube stuff, he looks fantastic. He looks like 2020 NFL.
I would draft a quarterback every year. Not in the high rounds, obviously, if you don't need one, but I would take a quarterback every year. Do you like Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I actually think it's a bizarrely good job. First of all, it's attractive to free agents because cost of living, no state tax, warm winter weather. They have a ton of cap space. Trevor's going to be great. He's a Southern player in a Southern town. They really need a rock star quarterback. It's a college football town, so I think he fits there. And again, I think Trevor Lawrence makes the job really attractive to a coach down in Jackson. And you know, that division's always been odd. It's not like you got Mahomes in it. It's not like you got Aaron Rodgers in it. That division's always been like year to year, somebody else looks good.
Look, I'm a big city cat, so I like Trevor Lawrence to New York more.
But this is an easier fit.
This is an easier fit, and this feels like Joe Burrow to the Bengals. Because Trevor Lawrence can come in right away and make things better.
Yeah.
I don't know that Justin Fields can do that.
Right.
And honestly, I think if this ends up finishing this way, it's just going to become a very interesting situation for the Jets overall.
Yeah.
Now, I probably would still take Justin Fields at 2, just because you kind of have to.
And I do think that's going to happen. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't have a strong conviction either way. Yesterday, I thought I'd go Darnold. You know, the more I talk to people, either one is. The Jets are going to be better next year. They have so many draft picks and so much cap space.
I still think even without Trevor Lawrence going there, I still think it's a good job. You're not going to get the best candidate because it's still New York, and you still have to deal with the New York media and the New York expectations, where you aren't going to have that in Jacksonville, and you're going to have Trevor Lawrence. But I don't think it's a bad job just because Trevor Lawrence isn't there. And at the end of the day, there's only 32 of these in the world, so people still want them. So the Steelers seem to have the AFC North locked up when they were at 11-0. But now they've lost 3 straight, and their chances of winning the division are getting worse. According to Fox Bet, before last night's game, the Steelers were a huge favorite, minus 5,000. But after the loss to the Bengals, they're holding on by a much smaller margin. They're still a favorite at minus 333, but the Browns are closing in at plus 275.
The Browns are going to win the division. They play the Steelers week 17.
So if the Steelers lose to the Colts...
Yes.
The Browns beat the Jets this week, which we're assuming is going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, the Steelers-Colts could go either way, obviously. But if they lose to the Colts and the Browns beat the Jets, the winner of the Steelers-Browns Week 17 will be the AFC North champion.
Folks, Uncle Colin's going to make you a little money. Bet the Browns to win the division. It's an easy one. The Browns are better than the Steelers by a lot. They're going to blow them out.
But if the Steelers beat the Colts...
No, that's not going to happen. No, that is not going to happen.
They're going to lose 4 straight?
Yes, they're bad. You're a Pittsburgh girl. This is painful. They're bad.
I am, and I've always been extremely honest and fair and very self-aware about the Steelers.
They're bad.
Very tough on the Steelers.
They got smoked by the Bengals.
I mean, it was painful to watch.
That game wasn't competitive for 3 of the hours.
No, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Finally, we love this. The annual NBA GM survey has been released.
I love it.
And a large majority of executives believe the Lakers will repeat as champions.
Right.
81% chose the Lakers to get the title again. The Clippers came in second with 11% of the vote. They also believe Giannis will win his 3rd straight MVP. And he got 32% of the vote. Luka came in second with 21%. And LeBron and Anthony Davis are tied at 3rd with 18%.
Okay, but do you have the one question? There's always the one question. Who would you build your franchise around for the next 5 years?
Giannis and Luka tied for best player to start a franchise with.
Oh, stop on Giannis. He can't shoot. It's a shooter's league. I like him, but can we stop with this?
Here's what I'll say. Are you going to do like a preseason? Well, we can't do preseason because obviously the season starts today.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get into some NBA predictions next week. I can tell you right now, I am not going to have Giannis or the Celtics in the final in the NBA Finals. Prove it. I am so done with that whole situation.
Yeah.
With both of them. Great, fun teams, great regular season teams. Do it in the playoffs, get to the NBA Finals, and then I will start putting them in those predictive spaces. Now, obviously, Brooklyn Nets haven't proven anything either, but I do think that they're going to be a lot better. Nick Wright is right. There's no defense to be found, but I think that the offense will make up for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you go look at the roster of the Brooklyn Nets, it's a lot of guys that can score. You got a lot of points.
And let's not forget what they were in the bubble. Like, a lot of those players are coming back, and a lot of their best players weren't even with them in the bubble.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball was also picked to win Rookie of the Year, which I think is solid. I would go with Luka for MVP. I don't see Giannis winning a 3rd straight MVP.
Yeah, I like Luka or AD.
I don't know. I think I think LeBron will like cannibalize that MVP thing Anthony Davis will just have to have such an incredible season, I think. Yeah. And Luka is just a star. And the MVP conversation starts as soon as the season starts. So
right. There you go. Joy Taylor with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
So excited. It's just a great time. I tell my kids, like, COVID's tough, but take the wins out. Silver lining it. Take the wins out. Tonight, NBA starts. NFL season is never more important. Big bowl games around the corner. The next 7 weeks are just going to be unbelievable. It's such a great, and for a lot of the country, it's cold and you're stuck inside. You can't go outside. So the silver lining is going to be so many crucial games over the next 2 months.
I mean, there's some sports to watch every second of Christmas Day.
Every second.
Football and NBA.
Good stuff. Peter King is around the corner on a Tuesday. Joel Klatt next hour. Listen, as you age, there's things you should be concerned about. Keep the proteins up, lean muscle, recover. You just don't recover as well as you age. We're all getting older. Don't need to let it define us. 1 scoop every morning, M-Drive Start. Also makes a great afternoon smoothie. Proteins, digestive enzymes, 7 clinically tested ingredients, multiple vitamin blend thrown in, and it creates a great chocolate mousse flavored daily supplement. Had mine this morning. Doesn't matter if you're in your 30s or your 60s. Free shipping, 60-day money-back guarantee, a subscribe and save option. I tend to be kind of a morning smoothie. Get up. Don't have to worry about a big breakfast. Check it out. mdrivestart.com. Lean muscle, recovery, energy, all of it delivered with M-Drive.